Floyd's Mayhem Garage. Well, got some exciting stuff happening. We are hopping in the C500, and of course it snowed this morning and rained for a good part of the day, and then it's just now cold. So yeah, bundled up a little bit. Thought it'd be a good time. Run into town, found a scissor type car lift. Friend of a coworker friend of my brother-in-law. Anyways, getting a scissor lift, car lift. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a chilly ride, but gotta take the C500 and see how she does. So we're heading over to pick up Brandon now. I think I'm gonna stop and get some earmuffs at my dad's garage, and yeah, we'll go from there. Get this thing fired up and I'm moving. All right, we're at Brandon's. Get him picked up and hit the road. This is gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be so cold. It's gonna be so noisy. So got a blanket, got the headphones. Oh yeah, we're ready to rock. C500 didn't do too bad. Oh yeah, that thing it actually cruised down the highway quite nicely, so I was rather shocked by that. And of course we are here to get this. Oh yeah, ramp to drive up it. Looks like two motors. Sound like they're having an issue with one of the motors, possibly. So one for parts, one for a spare, one works, one doesn't. I don't know. We'll figure that out though. Yeah, that's how to make working on a few things a little easier. I suppose get this loaded up and off we go. Party time, excellent. Strap down, good go, I think. I mean, two heavy duty straps across everything. What's the thing to do? Oh, that ain't going nowhere. Oh, glove, knock that off. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Right, let's hit the road. Alright, well, it's dark now, and I'm sure you can't see anything on camera here. Maybe some reflection off my mirror, but back at Anna Brandon's house. So, good drive. The C500 did awesome. So, can you see any of this? No, you can't see any of this. That's alright. So, I'll have to do I'll film some more tomorrow or later or whatever, and we'll keep going on this and kind of look at what I got. So, but yeah, for now, we're back. We stopped and got some food, so I'm gonna eat, and we'll get you tomorrow, day after, whatever it is. I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about this truck because you guys haven't seen it in a little bit, and I've got some been busy on it. Yeah, I've got the rear axle swapped, and that made a huge difference. And then I was working after work. There was only at the time about 45 minutes of light after work, so I came home and was working on this, and I kept forgetting my GoPro, so I ended up just taking some pictures. So lo and behold, I ended up putting this bed up on its side. Actually, let me back up from that. The frame of the truck trailer thing that it came off of, backed that over in front of the shop, and using the skid steer and some camper jacks, picked this thing up. And of course, you know, some pictures for you. The camper jacks on those two front corners, and then the skid steer on the back, picked it right up. Ended up, I think, unbolted. 3 of the bolts came off, and then 3 of them broke, or 2 of them broke, and then we had to grind one off, something like that. And anyways, got the bolts off, picked it up with those camper jacks and the skid steer, and pulled that trailer, you know, frame piece out from underneath it, and then test fit it, this truck underneath it, and set it down, and it fits awesome. It's like meant to be. And so once I had it test fit, I had to take a couple, you know, glamour shots of it, and it looked pretty good. So then same thing, this happened over a couple days, so I don't remember exactly what happened there, but I then ended up taking the bed back off. I flipped it up on its side with the skid steer, and did that so that I could drill holes into it to bolt it down into the frame, or the little frame extensions that are on this truck. And so that took me a good part of the day, because I was using my drill that just had battery power. I had some extra batteries for it, and it was slow going, and I, you know, stepped them up because they were, I think, 5/8 holes or something like that. They were pretty big, and got that done. And then of course put it back on the camper jacks, back with the skid steer, and set it down and actually bolted it down, and thus you got what we see here. And this thing has become quite handy. So as of now, it's just bolted down on the front. It's sitting on the frame at the rear axle, and then there's nothing on the back here. So, and of course, as of now, it's just being a useful flatbed to me. And at some point here, I want to, the rear axle is the 8-foot mark. I'm thinking roughly the 9-foot mark. Start the dovetail, cut that, and angle that back. And so I'll add 3 feet. So I'll have basically a 7-foot dovetail. And I may still have to do a double dovetail. So I like that kind of 9-foot mark. I'll have maybe a 1-foot dovetail, and then it'll still give me a 6-foot, you know, complete dovetail from there. So, but doing a little double dovetail make it a little easier to get some vehicles on. More specifically, the race car, you know, my stock cars. Something I would like to get on here. But yeah, that I need to definitely do some more update pictures or videos on this thing. Of course, no power at the shop has made it quite difficult. I still don't have a doghouse in here. So engine's still just exposed. I'd like to build some floors for this thing, you know, rust holes, and fill in the firewall. And I need to make some support brackets for the firewall out of the 91 that I added, because it's a little flimsy still. And make some more floor pieces, make some room for my feet, and then yeah, mainly a doghouse in here. But hard to cut and weld when you don't have any power. But should have that soon, hopefully. We're waiting on an inspection from the county, and they're in a hurry, of course, taking their sweet time. But yeah, the C500's this thing's just ridiculous so far. I think just partially because of how big it is, and you know, red, the color, it really stands out. This, out of all my vehicles, has probably gotten the most attention. I mean, the stock car gets a lot of attention while it's driving, but I've noticed this one parked places seems to get more attention than the stock car. And I think the stock car is just kind of small enough, and it kind of goes a little bit more under the radar than this one. But it seems like everybody sees those stacks and the color, and it's just an old school looking cab, and it seems to catch people's attention, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll definitely have to keep doing do another update or some more updates, or keep you updated as to what's happening with the C500, because I have been working on it, and I got some more plans for it soonish. So of course you'll see that on a future episode of Floyd's Mayhem Garage. So We'll see you then, I guess. Take it easy, y'all.